These cookies are proof that more is more, rich with brown butter, toasted pistachios, and loaded with chocolate. It's a dark, melty, and dramatic cookie that feels, I'll say, a little bit fancy too. Baker Alyssa Bybee will show us how it's done. Great to see you.
Great to see you, Brooke.
Now, this is a little interesting because pistachios, I'm told, by our talented food team, having a moment.
They are definitely having a moment. I think it all stems from the viral Dubai chocolate.
Yes.
And the people all of a sudden are like, pistachios.
Yes.
They're amazing.
But you say you've been living in this moment for quite a while.
I have been a huge pistachio fan for forever.
They
have my heart.
Yes.
So I am here for it. I'm happy to have everyone on the pistachio train. Pistachios deserve the spotlight.
So I think of pistachios for salad, like that's a good crunch factor, a little salt too, but cookies, you like them in cookies?
I love them in cookies, pistachio gelato, pistachio ice cream, pistachio cake.
The
Give it to me, any of it.
The flavor, yes, but these cookies actually have the crunch too, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, where do we start?
So the first thing you would do is we would take some pistachios and put them in the oven to get them all toasty.
Oh.
So you want to toast the pistachios because that's going to bring out that nutty flavor. And you know, raw pistachios kind of have a little bit of a softness to them, but you really want that crunch. So it's going to toast them up, make them a little bit crunchy. That said, if you cannot find raw pistachios, you can buy them already roasted at the store too.
Okay, how long would we roast?
About 350 for like 5 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to overdo it because you don't want to burn them, but you really want to be able to smell that nuttiness coming in.
Okay, what's next?
So the next thing we would do is we would brown some butter. So I've got some butter browned here for you to see.
I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
Prior to my maternity leave, actually, you wonderful food friends would talk about brown butter, and I would be like, yeah, but, I mean, does it really make that big of a difference?
Yes.
I mastered a banana bar over maternity leave, and I am here to say I now get it. I get the brown butter hype.
It makes such a difference.
Yes, you taste it. It's rich, it's nutty.
Yeah, so when you brown the butter, you're actually removing the water, because butter is about 20% water.
Oh.
So you're removing the water and you're toasting the milk solids in there to give it this kind of nutty, toffee, caramely flavor that just adds so much.
And it feels like magic, doesn't it, when it changes?
It just,
like you feel like you're doing something really special. It's like making Christmas candy. It changes and all of a sudden it's like, there it is.
So we're gonna let that cool down back to room temperature. So all those little brown bits you see at the bottom, those are the toasted milk solids. So don't skimp on those. Those are not something wrong with your butter. You want them.
And I couldn't put this in liquid form?
You want it to be set up because we're adding in tahini, and tahini is very liquidy, kind of fatty. And
what is tahini?
So tahini is ground up sesame seeds.
Oh.
So kind of like peanut butter, but sesame seeds. And it's got, again, a very nutty flavor, a little bit of bitterness to it, but it's not gonna make the cookies better.
So the liquid brown butter would just be too much?
Yes, it would just be too greasy, too much. So you want that set up again.
Isn't it funny that just the texture, the consistency makes a difference?
Yes,
in the end?
So you want, so then you add in the tahini. We'll add in 2 kinds of sugar. We've got some dark brown sugar here.
Okay.
And some white sugar.
Yeah.
And we're using a heavier amount of brown sugar versus white sugar because we're going for depth here. We're adding all the layers of flavor.
Here it comes, depth of flavor, layers of flavor.
Yes, and the extra molasses in the brown sugar is it's just one more element that's just gonna make them over the top.
I've missed all this food talk. This is fantastic. Okay.
So, vanilla, obviously.
Yes.
Some eggs. And we'll give that a quick mix.
And it's fun to know the why, I think, behind just a basic cookie recipe like this, like the brown butter, the why, or the tahini, the why. And you are working in some different flavors. Tahini is not something people reach for very often.
That's not normal. I mean, you think of it in like hummus or sometimes in dressings, but it is a great option to add into cookies or
Where do I find tahini in the grocery store?
You can find it at most grocery stores these days. It'll be probably next to the peanut butter.
By the peanut butter.
By the peanut butter.
Sense.
If not, it may be on the international aisle section if you're depending on the grocery store.
Okay, because for me, this would be a food challenge, right? To bake with tahini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then we're gonna add in our dry ingredients, which we've just got flour, salt, and some baking soda in there.
Those I know where to find.
Yes,
I'm good
you got
that.
those.
Yeah, Are cookies one of your favorite go-to baking?
They are my go-to. They just seem very achievable for most people, and I don't know, it's like my favorite thing to eat. So
yeah, my sister and I were romancing just over the weekend about what it would be like to have a flour drawer, like those people that are lucky enough to have a baking drawer.
I can only dream.
Right, me too. She's like, the result would be way more cookies, and I said that alone feels worth the investment, right? Way more cookies if you have that drawer, and the accessibility is just that easy.
There's just a lot of restocking for me.
Yeah,
in my small kitchen.
Same. Okay, now the goods.
So then we got the pistachios, the chopped up pistachios, and then we're gonna add in some dark chocolate. So I've got a mixture of dark chocolate chips and some chopped chocolate.
Okay, all right.
So
look at you,
we're feeling
textures.
we're feeling a little fancy.
These,
you know?
no, I mean that compliment sincerely. These do feel elevated for sure. All right, while you mix that in, give us the baking instructions.
So we're 350 or 375 for 9 to 10 minutes.
They come up quick.
Yep.
And any tips on shaping where the add-ins are kind of thicker?
Nope, so we're just gonna do about 1/4 cup, so kind of a bigger cookie.
Okay.
But if you want a really pretty cookie, my tip is after you've scooped it, add some things on top.
Oh, okay.
So if you want those really big puddles of like melty chocolate, use a chocolate
decorate
bar.
the dough.
Use a chocolate bar on top instead of like chocolate chips because they're going to give you those gooey melty puddles. Add some pistachios on top, and it's going to give you the picture perfect, like ideal looking cookie.
It's decorating the dough, just like we decorate the top of the
exactly.
salad. All right, thank you so much. We
you,
love
Brooke.
your recipes. We appreciate how you teach us as you inspire us. Where can we find more from you?
You can find all my recipes on infinetaste.com or follow along on Instagram at infinetaste.
Infine Taste, we'll link you over. Thanks again.
Thanks, Brooke.